Okay, so if you're like me, one of thousands of Canadians who have bought a Girsan Yavuz Compact MC or even any of the Girsan Yavuz series, the Regard, the full size. I've never seen anyone talk about this, about the Girsan yet, but the Achilles heel of any Beretta type pistol is the locking block. And they're quite common to break. Usually I've read that they normally break between 15 and 20,000 rounds. I have 2,400 rounds roughly through this pistol, and the locking block has a crack. And for some reason, Girsan chose to use the Generation 1 style locking block. Do you see the crack there on the top? And it's a good thing it didn't go all the way, because if it cracked all the way, apparently it jams up the pistol, and it's not too fun to try to, you need a mallet and a punch or something to get the slide off again. But they used the Generation 1 locking block from 1975. The newer locking blocks have an indent cut in here. There, they bore out this area right here, and then that gives more surface area on these contact points here and here, and then it makes the steel last longer apparently, or not crack, because it exposes more metal. And anyway, it's not easy to track down a locking block in Canada. They really made it tough, it seems. I'm getting one under warranty from the place where I bought it. But if anyone, I'm sure there's going to be thousands of Girsan owners that are going to go through this, because the Generation 1 locking block is much more prone to breakage. And why the Turks wouldn't use the Gen 2, Gen 3 locking block is beyond me. But anyway, the Gen 1, and like this one, and Gen 2 block will fit perfectly. I noticed on Brownells they have the Gen 3 locking block, and they give you an extra plunger like this and the little pin right there that you have to punch out, because when you use a Gen 3 locking block, this groove is smaller because the plunger is actually smaller. So you have to punch out the pin if you want to use a Gen 3 locking block. You can, but, like I'm not a gunsmith and I don't really want to get into that. So I've got another one of these coming under warranty. And then I found another place in Toronto where you can actually order them. And if, someone wants to know where that is, well, let me know. But anyway, yeah, so otherwise, really good pistol. No jams, no hang-ups. Every 700 or 800 rounds, it's actually good to take off your ejector right here, because underneath the ejector, you get a lot of unburned powder forming in here. And it sort of doesn't throw the shells as far, the spent casings as far, but it never hung up or jammed or stovepiped or anything. But anyway, it's been a very good pistol, and I'm going to keep it running. The only other concern is apparently the trigger springs can break, and I've actually made a video on these springs and what they look like in case you ever have to change one. But I don't anticipate that breaking for quite a while. I've read that in the Army and stuff, the U.S. Army, they change them about every 5,000 rounds just to make sure, because you don't want to be stuck in a situation. So anyway, that's it. I just thought I'd mention the locking block. You might have to deal with this, hopefully not. Hopefully you'll have one of them that lasts, 5 to 20,000 rounds or whatever. But they can break even on Beretta pistols, so it's, Girsans are very good. They pass all the NATO torture tests. You can read about the tests they do on the Girsan website, you know, and ISO certified steel is very good. You know, it should hold up. I have no qualms about that, but these can be a problem and tricky to track down in Canada. Anyway, let me know if you have one and if you have any situations with that.